In the shadowy halls of Parisian diplomacy, a high-stakes game of international chess was about to change the world forever. Picture this: three American rebels turned diplomats, armed with nothing but wit, wisdom, and an unwavering vision of liberty, squared off against the might of the British Empire in 1783. The Treaty of Paris wasn't just another peace agreement. It was the birth certificate of a nation, written in ink, still wet with revolutionary blood. Benjamin Franklin, the aging genius whose reputation preceded him like a rumor in European courts, led this diplomatic dream team. Alongside him stood John Adams, whose fierce independence matched his sharp legal mind, and John Jay, the youngest of the trio, whose strategic brilliance would prove invaluable. But here's the twist that history books often gloss over. Britain wasn't just negotiating peace, they were plotting to maintain control through geographical manipulation. The British strategy was cunning. While seemingly conceding defeat, they attempted to strangle the newborn nation in its cradle by maintaining control of the territory west of the Appalachians. Imagine an America hemmed in by mountains, denied its destiny of westward expansion. This wasn't just about drawing lines on maps. It was about suffocating the American dream before it could take its first breath. But Franklin, the master of both electricity and diplomacy, had other plans. In a brilliant display of diplomatic maneuvering that would make modern-day political operatives green with envy, the American negotiators played their cards masterfully. They exploited growing tensions between Britain and France, turned European rivalries to their advantage, and ultimately secured not just independence, but a territorial expanse that would become the foundation of a future superpower. Here's the game-changing detail that altered the course of history. The Americans negotiated directly with Britain, deliberately sidestepping their French allies. This audacious move, technically a violation of their alliance with France, was a calculated risk that paid off spectacularly. It's the equivalent of playing poker while simultaneously changing the rules of the game. The final document, signed on September 3, 1783, was nothing short of revolutionary. Not only did it recognize the independence of the original 13 colonies, but it also secured crucial fishing rights off Newfoundland and established boundaries that would allow for future expansion. The British, still reeling from their military defeat, found themselves outmaneuvered at the diplomatic table as well. But perhaps the most intriguing aspect of this diplomatic coup was its long-term implications. The Treaty of Paris didn't just end one chapter of history, it opened the door to an entirely new era of American expansion. Those disputed Western territories that Britain tried to retain, they would eventually become the staging ground for one of the most dramatic territorial expansions in human history. The Treaty of Paris stands as a masterclass in diplomatic brinksmanship, where three American patriots outmaneuvered the greatest empire on Earth. It's a reminder that sometimes the most significant battles in history aren't won with muskets and cannons, but with quills and parchment in quiet rooms, where empires rise and fall with the stroke of a pen. In the halls of history, the Treaty of Paris stands as a testament to American ingenuity and unwavering determination, proving that a nation born of ideals can triumph against seemingly insurmountable odds. When Franklin, Adams, and Jay put their quills to parchment that fateful day in 1783, they weren't just signing a peace treaty, they were drafting the first chapter of the American dream. Their diplomatic victory reminds us that true American greatness lies not just in military might, but in the courage to envision a grander future and the wisdom to negotiate its path. From those 13 colonies secured by their brilliance grew a nation that would stretch from sea to shining sea, fulfilling the promise they dared to imagine in those Parisian chambers. Let their legacy inspire every American to remember that even in our most challenging moments, we possess the same audacious spirit that transformed a colonial rebellion into the world's greatest democracy.